Well, it's Sunday morning here. I did my opening on Saturday, and then I went and drove Duke Dio. She raced pretty good. First over in 2 minutes. It's got to be the fastest mile of his life. No, I think he trotted in 2 minutes at Mohawk one day. A good mile either way. Got my East Coast lifestyle hat on. That's not the East Coast like the Poconos in New Jersey. It's East Coast Canada, Prince Edward Island. In case you're wondering. You know what? I'm going to go through the stables first. So I got my drink. I'm rocking a cappuccino today. Had one the other day. Very good. I want to go through the stables, and I guess I'll start with Jason's stable. Now, a lot of people said, oh, you missed this horse, you missed that horse. Yes, I know. I just went through the stables real quick and tried to get some more in here. Twinkle. Oh, she's in there. Amy must have redid this list. Twinkle's in here. That means Mario's peanut butter and jelly. Yes. Amy forgot one. Massive Profit. So, World for Two is back in now. Mario's, I guess I'll start with Mario's Barn then. He's back in, and we got a couple of caretakers coming back next week, hopefully. So we're going to have a full boat here, both of caretakers and horses. Everything is looking great right now at the stable.ca. The horses are racing pretty good. A little bit of a flat week last week. At the track, we didn't get the horses raced that we wanted to. Obviously, Tour de Lindy skipped this Sunday, to race in the final next Sunday. We're looking at claiming a horse day. We have a lot going on right now. But everything is perfect right now. I mean, the horses have raced good all season. The horses we got at the sales we wanted. The horses are racing pretty good on the track. Really no complaints from me for sure. Anytime you get a stable this size, you're going to have complaints, obviously. But for the most part, no complaints here. So we're going to start with Mario's Barn. I said we would because we have a couple of new horses here. Amy has put in the babies also in here. Am I to see this? Outlaw Jesse James, my 1%, cash deals. She did. Okay, so we're going to start with Mario's Barn. Who is in Mario's Barn right now? I'm going to tell you. Starting off with cash deals. This is a wheelin' and dealin' filly. Actually, I think I said the other day that Dreamin' of Credit was the first horse we purchased. That's not true. I believe Cash Deals is the first horse we purchased all year, if I'm not mistaken. I believe so. Does her work nice and looks good on the track. I'm super excited about the open house next week to get a real good look at all these horses. I've told everybody there was some horses that had a little cough, little temperature. We didn't go with them yesterday because I want them perfect for next week. So Cash Deals, one of those horses that I can't wait to see next week. Gandalf the Black looked good. First time corks yesterday, made a couple little breaks. Not a big deal. They generally do that, especially when they don't need the corks. It ended up being around 0 degrees, no ice on the track, and it wasn't frozen, so there was no need for corks. When you put that added additional grab on the horses, sometimes it doesn't go the way you wanted. So, still a little cold here in the old truck, in the old studio. I'll be getting my car back this week. I'm going over to Northfield Park, as I said, Tuesday evening. I should take somebody with me if I want to get my truck. I'm going to take somebody with me. And then I'll drive my car home and the truck home. So, Cash Deals looks good. Gandalf the Black, fine. My 1%, man, I love the way this horse goes. I was bouncing some ideas off the breeder the other day about Dewey Ann. She's due April the 26th. What a resurgence. We get her on her full heat again. We get her back to March. That'd be super. Dewey Ann's colt, my 1%, looks awesome. Jeff has told me the filly is even bigger. So I'm looking to maybe breed Dewey Ann back a little stronger this year. We'll see where we land. I don't know yet. I haven't made my mind up. But I will in the coming, got to be the coming weeks. Outlaw Jesse James looks good. That's the Big Jim colt of Brenda's. Peanut Butter and Jelly look good training. I saw Chris going with her yesterday. Now, Rosie's Masterpiece, as I said, I often want to take her out, but it's not fair to take her out of the list. I mean, she's not racing. She got injured. Her knees were just bad. Her third carpals, for whatever reason, were degenerative, and I think it's just a racehorse thing. It's just one of those things. There's no particular rhyme or reason for it. Her family is full of racehorses, so it's not indicative of the breed. It's not known from muscle mass or the mare, so it's just one of those things, I think. It's a Rosie's Masterpiece thing, but that doesn't mean she's not going to be a good broodmare. So we've talked to a number of breeding companies. I personally don't know if I want to breed her. I mean, we have 8 broodmares we're going to breed this year. Do we need a 9th? I don't know. Plus, when you look at Rosie's Masterpiece's pedigree, a lot of those other mares were injured, or we stopped with them, or like Muscle Chrome or Dewey Ann. They weren't very good horses, but I like them. I like their tenacity. I like their work ethic, their attitude. They just didn't have a lot of speed. When it comes to Rosie's Masterpiece, her pedigree is exceptionally strong, and there may be some marketability there. I might be able to get some of the money out of her, maybe. But I don't know. That might be in the form of a trade for share of breedings or board, or I don't know. Anyway, there's a lot of avenues for Rosie's Masterpiece, but I have to work on them quickly. Stonebridge Ducati looks great on the track. Really, really impressed with this horse. I'm interested, right? This Stonebridge Simba's brother. He had a line in his knee last year. Now here's very, very similar situation. A line in his knee last year, turned him out, brought him back. His knees are perfect. Rosie's Masterpiece had a line in her knee, turned her out, brought her back, and her knees were eroded. So it's doesn't appear to be any rhyme or reason for it, but it is what it is. And then World for Two's back now. He looks incredible. Very, very impressed with World for Two. And for those of you also, I guess this would be Harry's Burn. Century Invictus is coming back today. As we turn out Peanut, and I think by now everybody knows why. So that is Mario's Burn. Castiel's looks great. Gandalf the Black is going to look fine next Saturday. My 1% looks great. Outlaw Jesse James. I jumped over Massive Profit. He's back. He's in Mario's Burn right now. I'm probably going to take him back up to the top barn at some point. That's our Indiana bred. He had a lackluster summer. The start of the summer, it looked like he was going to be a real contender in the Sire Stakes, and then he just kind of fizzled out. We found out he had a chip on his pastern, but it was old from when he was a baby. We took that out. We gave him time off. We brought him back. Can't wait to see how he's going to look this year. But again, he's an Indiana bred. As we brought World for Two back in, Peanut Butter and Jelly, we're trying to put the horses in the right places for this year. Massive Profit. I don't mind him. Certainly don't mind him down at Mario's Barn. No problems there. But they're going to run into staffing problems in that barn. So we usually keep 7 or 8 down in Mario's Barn. If we had another caretaker come in, we could put 12 or so in there. But that will be up to Mario, Davey, and for now, World for Two will be in. Massive Profit will likely be coming out. So that's Mario's Burn. We'll come back in a minute. We got the small burns, Harry's Burn, Jason's Burn. Back in just a minute.